guys. I'm just going to wait for a few people to jump on here. Michelle B. with South Florida Real Estate Transitions. I work with probate estate properties along with seniors that downsize and divorce situations. And I have a guest today, my good friend, Arnie Brownstein, who I've worked with many, many times. He is a fabulous person and human that has an affinity for seniors as I do. And so we want to talk a little bit today about your business and what I call my five in the hive. So Arnie, just tell my audience here a little bit about yourself and what you do, and then I have my 5 questions for you.
Okay, again, my name is Arnie Brownstein. My company is Family Relocation Consultants. It involves 2 companies. One is the son you wish you had. That's the relocation end of my company. We relocate seniors into independent and assisted living throughout the United States as well as local. We also have the second half, which is Family Transition Services, which is cleaning out homes when people pass away.
Yep, and I know this very well because as a senior real estate specialist and a certified senior housing professional and someone who also works with probate properties and families who are needing to clean out a home and get it ready for market, Arnie is my go-to for this. And we both know this is a team effort. There's a lot of grief and stress involved when someone has to make a move. In this case, we're sitting at John Knox Village today here in Pompano, which I've driven by, like, I don't know what, I've lived down here 40 years. I've driven by here. I'm like, oh, John Knox Village. So we had a meeting here for Broward
Coalition on Aging.
And I said, oh, well, why don't we do our interview here? One, look at this gorgeous backdrop. I mean, it's so pretty. And we kicked everybody out of the room. So, but, you know, like yesterday, Arnie and I met at a property. I have a listing that's going to come on the market up in Boynton. And, you know, we go in and really, you know, assess the situation and what it needs to be done and whatnot. So let me start with this. What is, quote unquote, a move manager?
Move manager will handle everything that has to do with relocating a person or a family. Everything from packing, moving, unpacking, telephone, internet, cable, driver's license, voter's registration.
From soup to nuts.
Everything, or as I say, 2 words in the English language sound the same. K-N-O-W, I know how to do it all.
There you go.
N-O, don't know what that means.
Yeah, no, doesn't, if in my vocab, it's not there. My tagline is hashtag one call handles it all, because we are problem solvers. We are not here to get in the way of a caregiver or someone who's had a loss or someone who's dealing with a loved one who has Alzheimer's or dementia. Their stress level is, you know, we don't need to tell you folks, off the charts. And of course, dealing with a house or condo full of contents is just another layer. And what a lot of people don't realize is they can hire someone like Arnie to come in and organize and declutter and box up and pack and ship and expose of a car, whatever needs to be done with that house, right?
Including shredding all of those important documents.
Shredding's big. And it's actually super important. Digital assets and shredding, huge.
Correct.
Right? And also, too, a lot of times you run into people that have computers.
Correct.
You know?
Gentleman that we're talking about from yesterday, I told him since his computer is probably about 10, 12 years old, we will pull the hard drive, drill 3 holes through the hard drive, which will kill the hard drive, throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's the end of it. Normally on the newer machines, if it happens to be a laptop, we will wipe out the laptop and bring it back to factory standards.
There you go. So there you go. So that's huge. Obviously, I live in Boca. You're down in Lighthouse Point. We both service Broward and Palm Beach counties. You know, where else do you help our clients out at?
Well, we have clients down in Dade County also. We move people all over the United States. A lot of times we have kids that are moving back. Parents moving back with the kids.
Right.
So we'll move them up north.
Yeah.
Goes back to Michelle selling
we've
the house.
We've done a few of those too, yeah. We moved someone out to Seattle. I sold the house, Arnie cleaned out the contents, and they moved out to Seattle.
Right, even down to that baby grand piano.
Oh my gosh, that baby grand piano.
Nobody wants a baby grand piano.
I'm like, oh my gosh. If you have a baby grand piano, just donate it.
Yet we did sell it.
I know.
It did get sold.
Took
So
forever though.
yeah, took a while.
All right. So, yeah, you do high-rise condos. This came up in a group that I'm in. There are companies that won't do like second floors and third floors as far as clean outs and clear outs and things like that.
We really don't care. We just did a move 2 weeks ago down a Venetian Isle in Miami from a 15th floor in one building to 15th floor in a building next door.
There you go.
Didn't even put anything on the truck. We just walked it all across. But again, 15th floor to 15th floor, it's something dealing with the elevators when there's only one elevator in the building that you can deal with.
It's a coordination, and it's no different than when you are, which kind of segues me into another question. Hi, Paige. When you have someone that's moving into like an assisted living, independent, or memory care community, you also typically have to coordinate. Not everybody can have a first floor room, so you're having to. We did that one. You have to coordinate. Commandeering elevators and timing, and you also customize floor plans for people making those moves.
Every client that we move, I personally draw a scaled floor plan. In a past life, I'm a state certified general contractor. So drawing a floor plan of that apartment to the 1/4 of an inch and then placing their furniture on that floor plan. So there's no question that 87-inch sofa is going to fit on the wall and not stick out a couple of inches into the doorway.
Or the Formica wall unit.
Do we still have Formica? Yeah.
God. And by the way, and this is just a fun fact, the nonprofits that do take items and furniture are reselling them to raise money. They don't want anything that has a button missing, like on a sofa, or a tear, a rip. Something that's dirty, gross. They aren't taking box TVs after a certain age anyways.
Up to 21 inches.
Up to 21 inches. Think of it this way. If you don't want it in your home, they don't want it in their restore. Pretty much the deal.
If they can't sell it.
They can't sell it.
It costs them money to come and pick it up. They don't want it.
Right. And it's not that they're being mean, but they are in business to resell these items to raise money for their nonprofits. And nonprofits have that right, and there's some amazing ones in our community, like the Habitat Restore, JCC, Tri-County has one.
Sloman.
Hospice.
Hospice.
Yeah, hospice. So these are, ABDA. I mean, there's really great ones. So just keep that in mind. So you do the customized floor plan, and then I know you're also fully insured, right?
100% insured.
Yeah.
So everybody that walks on any of my sites, 100% insured. We will not take a chance. We will not put our clients in that predicament.
Right.
In case anything happens.
Now you also, you will pack up, organize, and ship. There are some times where you may need to auction items, right?
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So we have 2 auctioneers we deal with. We have consignment shops we deal with.
Right.
We have donation companies again. And then there are those certain items that nobody will take.
Right.
That our clients would love to get some money for. So I have 2,000 people to follow me on Facebook. I put furniture on Facebook all the time.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
as well
right.
as the other sites.
Oh,
So,
and I have one of those sites.
Yes, you do have one of those
Yes,
sites.
it's Home Decor and More, and it's free if you have stuff, and you're not retailing it. Feel free to drop it in there.
And I am personally meeting with anybody that's looking to buy the furniture. I do not have my clients meet with the people.
First.
And if I sell it, 100% of the money that is gotten
from it,
goes directly to the client.
Right.
They pay me a fee to do what I do, including the move or the clean out, whatever it is. I do not take a percentage.
So, it's interesting because I got into working with seniors after I started doing more with estate sales. And part of that was being a problem solver by nature. Attention to detail is kind of my thing. And having gone through probate with my own parents, I found that I wasn't shooting on all cylinders when that happened to me. So naturally, I understand that grief just sucks so much brain space away from my clients. Some days we don't even talk about the real estate. We're talking about how they miss their mom or their dad or if their parents are dealing with Alzheimer's, that these are very heartfelt. This is, a very sensitive situation for many of the people that, I'd say all of the people that we work with. And, I think one of the reasons we work well together is we understand that. It's not always about business. Even though we're in business, it's not always about business. It's about how do we help these folks turn a corner, because there's never closure. I hate that word.
Yes.
Don't ever compare closure to, when someone passes away. My mom's been gone 20 years, and it was, I still miss her. And when someone says, oh, it's only, no, you don't get it. That's okay. But so I took all that and some personal circumstances that I was dealing with at the time and segued that into working with people that needed someone to think for them, or when I was going through a difficult time, I say people that are smarter than me, that's who I tapped into. And help them hold their hand and get them through to the other side so that they can start moving forward a little bit. Because you can't keep looking in the rearview mirror, and having a house hanging over you with contents that are 30, 40 years of age is tough. So what do you do with all that? And how do you have that conversation with people? That's a good question for you.
We understand that everybody has keepsakes.
Yeah.
We understand that they're moving from possibly a 2-3 bedroom house or condo
Right.
into a
Something
1
smaller.
bedroom.
Yeah, 800 square feet.
Or as I say, have you ever tried pouring a quart into a pint?
Same difference.
It's going to overflow.
Yeah.
So if there's storage in the facility, we're going to know about the size of the storage, what we can keep. What we tend not to have happen is that we get to the facility, we've packed up 100 boxes, and 65 of those boxes are not going to fit.
Exactly.
And now what do you do with it? We don't want to be in that situation.
No.
Since we are a flat fee company, we want to know that we've done it right. We've lectured them
Right.
into how to do this
Educate them.
and
Yeah.
make sure it gets done properly and that they're happy in the end. And at the other side of this, once we relocate somebody, if they ever have a problem, we will come back
Oh, yeah.
at no charge.
Yeah.
Help them. If their TV breaks down, let's go out and buy a TV.
Well,
we'll
this
hook it
brings
up
up
for
a
you.
good point. He takes like cable boxes back. I mean, you name it. What is the son you wish you had? The son you wish you had. I love that. And I'm one call handles it all, so there you go. But I like that piece of it. And so you take the cable boxes now because they have don't they have an agreement with UPS or something now? Or did? Or
they did.
FedEx or something?
We will ship things for our clients anywhere in the United States if they want. If it turns out to be a FedEx or a UPS
Okay.
item, we will handle that. And technically, we pack for free. Part of the deal.
Yeah.
Whatever the actual cost of the FedEx is, we'll take care of. I will have them pay the exact cost of the
Oh,
penny.
perfect. So, one more question. Other than those services, is there anything that I missed that you handle as far as services that you provide? You do a quote?
We do a quote to
Yeah.
every client.
Yeah.
We have an agreement. We don't have a contract. It's simple. It's clear. It's 3 pages. The type is 12-point type,
Yeah.
not
Little.
tiny type.
Yeah.
2 pages are what I'm going to do
Legible.
for you, what you're going to do for me. 3rd page is signatures.
Okay.
Simple, easy.
You
no
also
heavy
have a
duty.
cleaning crew. So, like, for example, I have a house listed in Boca, senior that downsized, and they did the clean out, and then they also did a great cleaning of the home. So it's ready to go. When I'm ready to put it on the MLS, it's ready to go, which
Correct.
I like. And
So
sometimes he leaves furniture for me too for staging. If it's decent furniture or it looks okay. For size purposes, so we sometimes play
That's
around
the
with some
great
of the
part of the
furniture.
teamwork.
I know. I'll get a call or a text saying, do you want me to leave the sofa? What about the stools and the kid? I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. So we work together. We work with other professionals that we love to network and refer as long as it's mutually beneficial. Which I had a conversation recently with someone about. Listen, I'd love to help you, but it has to be at some point mutually beneficial.
Correct.
It can't just always be one way. For business owners out there, that's a good rule of thumb. Think about that. So, with that being said, I've really been wanting to bring Arnie on to talk about this because I do believe when I talk to people that want to sell property, their biggest stumbling block is, I don't know what I'm going to do with all the content. And I say, well, I have a solution for you, and I have someone that you can talk to so you can get your bearings on this. Because you even can go in and FaceTime them with your stickies and pop them on things and walk them through. And like I say, you don't ever have to come down for a closing if you don't want to. But I've had people come and say goodbye to the property because that's where their parents lived for a long time. But if they don't want to, we can FaceTime. There's so many things we can do now that makes it easier from a mental capacity of them financially not having to fly back down to do a closing, but also if they don't want to and maybe aren't capable of going through a house emotionally. I know it's very hard for me when my mom died. And even now when I drive by her townhouse in Boca, I'm like, I still feel that tug. I'm like, and she lived in a cute townhouse right out by Power Line of Palmetto. And when my kids were little, they go, oh, that's Grammy's house. But it was really tough, and that townhouse didn't get cleaned out for a while. And I was not the personal representative. So, it took some time. And we deal with multiple heirs and multiple power of attorneys, too. That's the other thing, because we work with a lot of elder law attorneys and estate attorneys and professionals that are guiding, because we do not give legal advice to any of our clients, but who guide our clients and customers. And so we really do work as a team. So I know you have a good list of contacts. I have a VIP list. You can certainly message me here on Facebook, or you can find a link to on soboca.com. That's our local lifestyle website, but I have a real estate tab on there. I have a link, by the way, to meetup groups that deal with grief, divorce, and things like that, as well as senior activities and communities. So if you want to check that out and subscribe, we'd love for you to opt in there and give us your contact information so people can reach you.
Okay. Again, Arnie Brownstein, Family Relocation Consultants, www.frc-fla.com.
There you go.
And email, same thing, arnie@frc-fla.com.
Thanks for watching today, guys. And this will end up being up on YouTube in a couple of days. I'll probably post it over on the Belsario Real Estate group page as well. If you have any questions, feel free to message us. Text, messenger, carrier pigeon, you can call. We're pretty easy, and we do return our calls, and we're very very good about getting back to our folks. So
Definitely.
Yeah. Anyways, have a great day, and we will be checking back soon with another edition of Michelle B's 5 in the Hive. I'm with Remax Services. Based in Boca Raton, I service the Tri-County area. So thanks again, Arnie, for coming.
Thank you, Michelle.
All right, honey. Bye.
Bye, everybody.